What is up, guys? Welcome back to Street Brawlers Tuner. My name is Adam. Got my 93 Asuna Sunfire behind me right now, and today we are going to install Amazon's cheapest touchscreen double-din Bluetooth madness to replace the shitty one I got in there right now. If you saw the first video, it's not even plugged in. Your boy's been without music for like 2 weeks, maybe even a month. Marcus knows.
It's a rough life.
It's been rough, but today that is going to change, and we are going to get some tunes going. In the background, there's Marcus's new E30. Go check out his channel, Boulevard Garage. Here's the radio again, model number 7018B. I'll link it down below if you guys want to grab one. We'll do a little unboxing right now for you. So, of course, it's pretty light actually. It's a lot lighter than I'd expect. Got the wires, and then we got the double din itself. All nicely wrapped in here. Looks pretty classic, nice and shiny. It's already partially disassembled. I took off the faceplate and stuff last time because I had another shitty single din I was gonna put in, but decided to go with the double din instead. This baby should come out right now. So just like that, this thing's out. Big hunk of junk there. Shout out to Alpine for having the connectors labeled here. It's gonna make my job way easier trying to wire up the new one. Just gonna start matching wire to wire here with the diagram and the little instructions. On this main connector here, I just spliced the red and blue together. Oh my god, stuff's going whack on the BMW. Your red for power, switch power, and blue for power antenna. I'm gonna attach it to the main power wire, which is right here. Next up is this yellow wire, which is just constant power / memory. So it's gonna go yellow to yellow right now. Now power's out of the way, we are hooking up the ground.
Where's Rachel?
Ground! Got everything I need hooked up. These 4 wires left over, I'm not gonna be using. They're for steering wheel remote control and other things. So basically just powers and ground hooked up here, and then the other harness will be all the speakers. Finally got done with all the wiring. We have everything hooked up that we need to have hooked up. So what I'm gonna do now is plug this baby in, and we're gonna see if it works, make sure I did my wiring right, and then we'll get to mounting it in the car. Marcus holding this stuff now. Got everything plugged into the back. As you can see, it looks all nice in there. I'm gonna put some tape just to clear up the loose ends here, but for now, plug in the battery and see if this baby turns on. All right, gonna drop her in accessory mode now. Moment of truth. Didn't do anything.
It's doing nothing.
Funny story, you guys just saw the clip of us trying to turn on the radio and it didn't work. Previously, when I had that radio dangling around, it blew the radio fuse, which that wasn't the problem. We put a new fuse in where the radio fuse was blown, but since I didn't have any lying around quick to get, I just ripped it out of my dome light and I stuck it in the radio fuse spot. And it turns out that the dome light is in line with all the constant supply, so that broke that circuit, and that's why I wasn't getting constant power to the radio. Oh, let's go, baby!
Let's go!
Let's go!
God, this looks so Chinese.
You can change the loading screen, so don't worry about it.
Oh!
Hey!
Oh!
It turned down. Holy shit! Oh!
Touch screen, let's go.
So something the sellers don't normally talk about when selling you the double din is the need for an adapter. Luckily, I had that single din in, and it came with an adapter from the previous owner, so I'm just going to be using this. It's got a bunch of mounting holes that slot right into the factory position. So if you guys are doing this and buying this double din, you're probably going to need one of these. So make sure you order that off Amazon or wherever before you get to installing. The kit didn't actually come with any mounting hardware, so I'm going to go to the parts store now, go get some hardware for it. I'll let you guys know the exact thread of what you need, so you guys don't have to mess around like I am right now. These are the ones.
We found the M580 by 25s.
So these are going to be perfect for mounting these with our adapter. We'll screw right in. I'm going to put it in the car, and it's going to be cool, and then I'll show you how the functions are with this thing. But when you get this thing, you might have to make a slight adjustment. It didn't match up with the holes that we needed, so we had to oblong it a little bit and make the holes bigger. They're a little ugly, but they work, so you guys might have to do that. Keep that in mind. It's just a little fab with a drill. And
Just so that
if you got one.
Yeah, it's just so that the front matches up pretty nice.
Exactly, because we had a little extra space, so we got this plate here. It's gonna match up nice once it's screwed in. The radio is now in. Fits absolutely awesome. Looks stock in here. Way better. Way better than what I had in here before, like you guys saw. Sounds pretty good too. Like, it does not sound like a cheap speaker system. All the touchscreen and everything is very responsive. All in all, like, pretty happy with the purchase. Radio looks great, sounds great. Can't ask for much more for like a cheap car build.
There's a way to change the startup settings, I'm pretty sure. We're just gonna try to find out. I messaged the seller to see if he can give us the code to try to get in here, so we're actually gonna just try a couple of them right now.
Oh, let's go.
All right, 1983 is the password.
1983. Now there is also another password, 1963, that it could be as well.
Okay, so it's been about a week now, and I've been driving the car every day back to work and stuff. My 1 week review on the radio is that it's awesome so far. I'll tell you guys the little things I don't like about it and the good stuff in just a second. So there she is again, all installed. Looks awesome in there. A couple things to note. These buttons actually feel a little cheap, you know, because it's a cheap ass double din. And I found myself using them way more than I thought. Just when you're driving, it's super easy to put your finger on the knob here and then click through. So I'm not sure how long those are gonna last, but you can switch it on the touchscreen, so it's not a big deal, but just something to be aware of if you really like buttons. The knob itself is pretty good though, no worries about that. One thing you guys wanna note before turning the car on is to have your Bluetooth on already if you like to turn it off. Makes it connect way faster, and sometimes it takes a long time if you start the car and the Bluetooth's not on, so make sure it's on. Overall though guys, the radio sounds great, works great, no complaints for the price. Absolute steal. It's even got a little dim option here, so when you're driving at night it's not blinding you. Definitely would recommend it if you're on a budget and don't want to spend $300 on a head unit. That wraps up today's video. That was Amazon's cheapest double din. I'm super happy with it. If you guys have any questions at all regarding it, drop them down in the comments. And if you want to see more little things like this, because we'll be doing some Wish shopping for car parts, Amazon, eBay, all the cheap stuff, because this is a winner beater build. Hit that subscribe button, press like, and we'll see you soon.